Hi guys, welcome to my 30th of July DVD update. I've got loads of DVDs since the last update, so I've got loads to show. I'm going to split it up into different parts. The last one I think I did was a Blu-ray update. I'm pretty sure that was what I did. There's one more Blu-ray I've gotten since then, so not really much. I've got a pile of DVDs here. There's some still in my collection. There's a couple the reason I've really put this update off is because I haven't really been watching a lot of the ones I've got, and I've been watching ones that I've already have, or watching just new films on TV and on Sky Player and stuff. But yeah, there's still some films I've got that are going to be in future updates that I haven't actually watched. Yeah, I'll hopefully watch them for the next update. I've got some stuff I've ordered that will be arriving soon. One of them I will talk about later when we get buying like the entire series of something pretty much. And I've got two of them already, so I'll talk about I'm guessing the next one when we get to that. But yeah, there's one DVD that I'm pretty sure I never showed before. But you never know, I might have shown it. But I've had that for quite a while. There's some that I haven't had for very long. So it's just kind of a mixture of stuff here. It's just stuff I've watched so far. So yeah, let's get into it. So first up, this is one I got quite a while ago. I had this back when I did probably the last Blu-ray update. It's the Bruce Campbell film My Name is Bruce. Some of you probably have never heard of Bruce Campbell. Well, basically he's the star of the original Evil Dead films. He's been in tons of different B movies ever since. He always has like a cameo in the Spider-Man films. Well, not anymore because Sam Raimi doesn't direct them anymore. But I mean, in the original trilogy, he did. He had a cameo in all three of them. But yeah, this is the film that he stars and directs in. It's basically, he plays himself. And it's just this kid in a town is a big fan of his. And there's this monster who comes along, starts killing people, and he's like, I know, we should get Bruce Campbell to come in and fix everything. And what he thinks that Bruce Campbell comes in, he thinks that it's a movie, that he's being put into a film. There's no script, he's just improvising and everything. And he thinks that his agent has set him up with this, because his agent said, I've got a big surprise for you. And yeah, he thinks the big surprise is being in this new film. So he gets really excited about it, kind of anyway. And he thinks that everything that's happening is just a film. It's just really a funny film. It's yeah, if you have not seen it, I would recommend it. But if you haven't seen any of his other films like Evil Dead or Bubba Hotep, that's a really good one. If you haven't seen any of them, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you have, definitely check this one out because it's a lot of fun. So next we have two that are actually linked. As I said, I'm getting a whole series of films. Well, not really. I'm getting the first three at least. I don't think I'll get the other ones right now. But yeah, I'm getting the first three. Got the first two here, and the third one's on the way. So yeah, it is X-Men 1 and 2. So I'm doing my graphic movies review, which if you don't know, graphic movies, I review films based on graphic novels / comics, and I'm doing all the reviews of the X-Men films. And the third one was meant to be up this Sunday that just came, but still don't have the DVD, so hopefully I'll get it this week and do the review by this Sunday. But yeah, I really liked these films. X-Men 1 I got from Poundland. For some reason they had it for £1. I got this for £1 as well in a charity shop. But yeah, I got this, it was in £1. I thought, you know what, I might as well. I haven't seen it before. I saw bits of the second one and really enjoyed that. And thought I might as well just watch it because The new one looks like I like the idea of the newest one, Days of Future Past, which comes out next year. So I got this and really enjoyed it. It's just a fantastic comic book film. X-Men 2 is a lot better, but yeah, they're both really good. If you haven't seen them, definitely watch them, because they're a lot of fun. I know X-Men 3 is meant to be really bad, but I wanted to get that anyway. I tried to borrow it from Blockbusters, but they didn't have it. They had Wolverine and First Class, so got the video for that on my computer, ready for those reviews. I just needed to get X-Men 3 to do all them. So yeah, X-Men 1 and 2. So the next few, if you remember in my one of my last updates, I said that my nan died about October last year, so almost a year ago now, and basically I was allowed to pick out any of her DVDs I wanted because she had a load of them. So I did get a few before, but recently I went back over, decided, no, I'm going to have another quick look at them, see if there's anything I missed, and there was a lot I missed. So there's the next, well, the rest of this update is just films I got from her, and I've got a few more that I got, including the only Blu-ray I've gotten since my Blu-ray update. Pretty sure that's the only one. There might be one or two that I didn't show in that update, but yeah. So let's start off. This is a film, a lot of these are Region 1 releases for some reason. This is one of them here. It was a Oscar winner. What did it win? It won Best Director and Best Actor and something else. I don't know what else it won. Does it say on the back? No, but it's a really good film that we were made to watch at school in history. It's a film apparently directed by Roman Polanski. I didn't know he directed this, but yeah, it stars Adrian Brody. It's The Pianist. This film is basically it's the true story of a Jewish person in the Holocaust, basically, who manages to not be put into the concentration camps, gets let out, and he's made to play piano in like restaurants and stuff. So it's basically him trying to survive. Yeah, that's pretty much it, him trying to survive. It is a fantastic film. I haven't seen it for a long time. I haven't actually watched the DVD yet, but we saw it twice at school, so I don't really think I need to watch it at the moment. I think we watched it 3 times, actually. We watched it a couple times. Yeah, we did watch it twice in RE for some reason, because he's Jewish, I guess. And we watched it in history once. But this is a weird release here. I mean, it's not just a normal like DVD. It's like comes with the slip cover here, and then opens up into like a digibook with the 2 discs. Yeah, I will have to watch it again sometime, because it is just a fantastic film. One I hugely recommend. I don't know what did actually win the Best Picture that year, because I don't know what did, but I think it definitely deserved to win, because it's just brilliant. So yeah, if you haven't watched that, check that out. Yeah, I got another Oscar winner. This one 5 Oscars, including Best Picture. This is one I hadn't actually seen before I got the DVD, but I'd heard some amazing things about this film. I was like, yeah, I'll have to get it. Haven't watched it. Wants to watch it for a long time. The only problem I have with it's one of those clipper cases that they used to release for old Warner Brother DVDs back in the early days. When was this DVD released, does it say? Yeah, this would have been back in the early days of DVD. It just says, oh wait, 1998. So, see, year after I was born this is. So it's 15 years old, yeah. So it's Jack Nicholson, probably his best performance along with The Shining. It's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where basically Jack Nicholson plays a guy called Randall, where he's put into a mental institution. He's a con man who's been just getting into loads of fights, breaking the law loads, and they decide to put him in a mental institution instead of keeping him in a prison. So, yeah, it's basically his journey in the mental institution, him having a massive, essentially having a war against Nurse Ratched. It's just become one of the most famous films ever made. Nurse Ratched has become one of the most famous villains in films. It is truly fantastic. Yeah, it even didn't it? I think it won. No, it didn't win Best Supporting Actor. I thought it did actually. Well, it should have, because Brad Dourif is fantastic in this film. If you haven't heard of Brad Dourif, he plays Chucky in the Child's Play films, and he is a really good actor. He's also in films like Lord of the Rings. He's in Critters 4, which probably isn't his best moment, but this is one of his early film roles, and he's fantastic. I didn't even know it was him. It kind of looks like him, but it just seems like the role he wouldn't play. He plays more of the villains in films, or in like an evil sort of guy. In this, he's basically a nerd who can't really speak very well. He has a stutter. But yeah, if you have not seen this film, this is just one of those films that everyone has to see. It gets on a lot of films you must see before you die lists, so definitely watch this. It's fantastic. So next, we have a film that I only picked up because thought I might as well. I mean, it's not a very good film. It's okay. I don't mind it. It's yes, it's Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I've always been one of the few people who actually enjoyed the prequel trilogy as a whole. I think Episode 1 is absolutely terrible. This is okay, and Episode 3 is really good. But I don't really think they work separately as well, except for Episode 3, which works really well on its own. But I don't think it's too bad as its own trilogy. If you watch it as a trilogy, it's not that bad as much people say. Everyone hates on this. All the Star Wars fans hate on the prequel trilogy. But it really seems to only be Episode 1 most people hate. A lot of people have also say, oh, I hate all three of them. Episode 2 and Episode 3 are terrible. But Episode 3 isn't terrible. This isn't terrible, but it isn't really good. The only problem I had with this is it's quite boring. I mean, the first one was just extremely boring. I mean, the first one did everything wrong. It was slow. All the action wasn't that good, except for the final battle with Darth. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. The really cool one. Have I got the DVD here. Does it say it on here? Oh god, I can't remember his name now. Yeah, he's the one who gets sliced in half. He's really cool. Oh, whatever. But yeah, that battle was really good in Episode 1. The battles in this are good, especially the Yoda and Count Dooku. That was really cool. But rest of it is kind of boring. Anakin and Padme's love story is just really bad. The acting is okay. Hayden Christensen does an okay job, despite what a lot of people say. A lot of people shit on him, but you know, I didn't think it was too bad. I think the main problem is he wasn't given much to work with. The writing, of course, is terrible, as it is with all three of them. I mean, I like the third one a lot, but the dialogue and everything is just really bad. So yeah, I know a lot of people have seen all of them, so if you haven't seen any of the Star Wars film, this is probably not one you should start at. I'd definitely say start with Episode 4, like a lot of people did, including me. I mean, I was only 2 when Phantom Menace came out, but I still managed to watch episode 4, 5 and 6 before. I was really young when I watched them. And I watched episode 1 not long after it came out on VHS. So yeah. So episode 2. Here's one I've done a graphic movies review of already. It was a pretty cool one. Didn't get really good reviews and it's kind of been forgotten in a way, but I didn't think it was that bad. It's Johnny Depp and Heather Graham in From Hell, the Jack the Ripper movie, where yeah, it's pretty good. There's not really much else to say about it. I did graphic movies review of this, so you can check that out on my channel to see my opinions on that. But yeah, I thought it was okay, nothing amazing, but it was fun to watch. I'll definitely watch it again. Now here's one that I need to watch this DVD again. I haven't actually watched it on this DVD, but I've seen it before. I need to watch it again because it was just a magnificent film. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, and it stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is one of my all-time favourite actors, and Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty good as well, especially in this film. I mean, they're both fantastic in this film. It's Catch Me If You Can. It's based on a true story where Leonardo DiCaprio is basically a con man who's going around like pretending to be like a doctor and a pilot and stuff, and just trying to get loads of money doing that. And Tom Hanks is the person who's trying to catch him. And yeah, it's a fantastic film. Everyone does really well in it. And if anyone's seen the film, the opening scene is basically a complete recreation of this the part where the person that Leonardo DiCaprio plays in real life. He was on like this quiz show, I think it was, where he came out and said all about him, and someone had to say whether he actually did that or not, or something like that. But yeah, they recreate that in the opening scene, and I actually watched the proper one on YouTube, and it's amazing how close it is to that. But yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff they changed with this from the real story, but I don't really have a problem with it. As long as they make the film good, I don't mind what they change with the true story. I mean, they did it with Argo recently. They changed a lot to make it more of a big Hollywood film. So, yeah, but that was still pretty good. So, yeah, Catch Me If You Can. Fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's a shame it didn't win the Best Picture at the Oscars, because it definitely deserved it. What year did this come out? Don't know. 2003, apparently. That might be a DVD. I don't know when this came out. 2002 the film came out. So it would have been up for the Oscar with Pianist, so don't know what could have won. But they're both fantastic films. I know The Pianist, I think, was nominated, but Catch Me If You Can wasn't. Okay, so this film, the film that just came out called The Purge, is very similar to this, in my opinion. But this DVD release here is really weird. It's another Region 1. Catch Me If You Can was Region 1. Yeah, this is a really weird thing. It's in a tiny little case. It's David Fincher's film Panic Room. Apparently it's a super bit DVD release, which, yeah, it comes in a thin case. I don't know why I've still got this thing. But yeah, I don't know why it comes in this tiny little, what's it called? Digibook case thing. Not Digibook, oh god, I said it earlier and I can't remember what I called it. I probably did call it Digibook and was wrong again. But, yeah, it stars Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart in one of her first film roles, where basically they're in their, they get a new house, and it has a panic room where they go in. It's like there's a burglar in the house or something. They go in there, close the door, and the people or burglars or whatever, they can't actually get in or anything. So basically these 3 burglars do come along. They Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart hide in the panic room, and the 3 robbers are basically looking, because inside the panic room, one of the people who actually built the house is one of the robbers. In the panic room, for some reason, they put loads of money inside of it, so they're trying to get Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart to get out of the panic room so they can steal the money. And it is quite good. I don't think it's really remembered as much as it should be. I remember when this film first came out, I remember seeing that poster and I thought, whoa, that looks cool. I really like that poster for some reason. I don't know what it is. I just think it's a cool poster. But yeah, it's not one of David Fincher's best films. I definitely think films like Seven and Fight Club are his best, but it's still pretty good. It didn't really get much good reviews, I think. I think it got okay reviews, but nothing amazing. So yeah, this is definitely one that is good, it's enjoyable, and yeah. So Panic Room. Need to put this booklet thing back in here. Don't know why I've still got it, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Okay, so now the final film. This was another one I picked up just because I heard a lot of good things about it. I thought, oh, I should actually watch that sometime, and I did watch it. It was a pretty good film. It's Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis in Black Swan. It's I definitely think there's problems with it. I thought the first half of the film was kind of slow and boring. Didn't really care much for Natalie Portman's character. But then all of a sudden the film just completely turns in a completely different direction and just becomes really good. But yeah, it's basically about Natalie Portman is a dancer. She's in a ballet group, and for the year they're doing the what's it called? I can't remember what the thing's called. But yeah, it's a famous dance. I can't remember. Famous what's not dance? A Swan Lake. That's it. I think that's what it's called. Pretty sure, because I know the song's called. Well, the song that they did in the Dracula opening, and it's in this as well. It's called Swan Lake. I'm pretty sure that's the name of this dance thing they're doing. And she basically starts becoming the character of the Black Swan. And she starts like completely snapping. She starts hallucinating. Like, she keeps finding like scratches on her back and stuff. And it just really is a good film. This is one I hugely recommend if you haven't seen it. I haven't got much else to say about it. Maybe I'll do a more of an in-depth review sometime. So, yeah, Black Swan, great film. So, I guess that's it. Should I quickly go back through everything? I've all jumbled it up now, so it's going to be hard. I can't remember what order it was in, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, so first we had My Name is Bruce, and X-Men 1 and 2, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Pianist, From Hell, Star Wars Episode 2, Catch Me If You Can, Panic Room, and finally Black Swan. Thanks for watching this DVD update. I've got a lot more updates, probably not a lot more, probably a couple, but yeah, I've got at least 2 more updates to do, so hopefully I'll do them sometime in the next week or so. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.